My name is Sangeeta. I come from Chennai, representing two organizations that I'm very actively part of. One is called Restore. It's a non-profit organic store. The face of Restore is basically an organic store, but what we try to do through that is to do a lot of political action, ecological restoration, incubate and help people move out of their corporate jobs and set up green businesses and a lot of different things. And the other organization that I'm representing is called Ritambara. It's a rather new organization. It's just 1 year old, and after many years of engaging in activism, one gets left with a lot of questions about many things. And Ritambara is basically a collective. It's a sangha which enables and facilitates self-reflective processes at the individual level and at the collective level. So a lot of our action in the outside world is we try to anchor it from that space. So I'll talk about Restore first, and that will lead into our work with the other organization and how they're connected and integrated. Restore is 6 years old. It is a cute little organic store in Chennai, and that was started by some of us who have an activist background, working in people's movements on water issues, agriculture issues, farmers movements, and things like that. And it was started mainly for two reasons. One, as people who are ourselves looking for sustainable products to use, organic food to buy and use in our homes. We didn't really find them that easily. And the second reason was really a very, in hindsight, a well thought out ploy to do some much needed subversive work by creating a safe space, by attracting newer people to engage with. Because in our years of experience as activists, any meeting that you show up to, any protest or any gathering, it's the same people who keep coming and we keep talking about it. It's a very exhausting experience many times. So we said, let's do something that's creative, and let's reach out to people who don't really show up in these spaces. And what we realized was a huge section of the urban population recently gotten interested in organic food, health food, or natural products and things like that. We said, that's the place to start. And that was also one of the main reasons to start a store. To list what we sell at the store, because that is connected to what is alternative about it. We sell food, like all the groceries, fresh produce, and books, other natural products that are alternative to the synthetic and chemical products that are available around. And clothing, like Tula is a big one that we promote. And what is alternative about what we sell is we mainly promote traditional grains, local food, sourced locally from small farmers and small producer groups. So you won't find any products in our store that are produced by big producers and big farmers. And we have about 12 to 13 varieties of traditional rice, and we keep promoting that. So we almost don't have any hybrid rices. And we have books that are primarily fall into two categories. One is that challenge the dominant paradigm, dominant system. We carefully pick and select books that we want to promote and engage with people about. And a lot of small do-it-yourself kind of kits that help people become more self-sustaining, like setting up your own terrace garden, things like that. And one of the important things is we don't sell any certified products. And initially it was a very interesting experience because, and a big challenge that we took on, because people would walk in and say, how do we know? How do we trust this is organic? So we were a group of 15 volunteers. We initially started as a weekly bazaar. So we would all show up and keep talking to people about why we don't believe in certification and why this is a community-run initiative. And after 2 years, it really picked up. People really started seeing the value of community-based, trust-based market, and that is one of the big achievements of ours. And after 6 years now, one of our volunteers has taken off and started or helped start 20 different organic stores based on the same principle, where there are no certified products, where people really buy because they trust you, because they're part of a larger network. So people get really surprised when they see one Korakunda tea. Suddenly they get thrown off. They're like, how come you stock something like this? So it's really, people really appreciate that people come to Restore all the way or to one of our stores only because they want to support non-certified, locally sourced products, brought from small producers. We also, this is a way of bringing together the consumer, the producer, and the other retailers in our network together as one close-knit community. So we have our gatherings where we get to know each other's families. So, we are into community building whenever possible. And also because the people who come to buy these things are interested in knowing how to make stuff. So we have workshops and talks and discussions that keep happening on a regular basis. We have a community vegetable garden that's run by volunteers in the cancer hospital in Chennai. So these are roughly some of the things that we do. And how we work, a few important points I thought. One is that it's a community-run organization, though we have a few staff. Their families have now also become part of our community, integrated into the larger philosophy of the organization, though they initially started off as just employees. And our prices don't really depend on the market prices. To give you a small example, if tomato is being sold at 3 rupees, 4 rupees per kilo in the market, we still sell it at 35 or 40 rupees. And our community of buyers, they would still come to our store and buy it because they know why we are selling it for 35. So that is, what has come out of this coming together as a community. They don't look at the price. And similarly, if onion is sold at 120 rupees in the market, in our store it's still 50 rupees. So people have really seen that we price our products a certain way, in a way that it benefits everyone, the producer, us as a community, and the consumer. So there's a lot of trust that is built in the process. One other thing is we are constantly trying to integrate and deepen at the same time. So by integration, I mean, so we started with food, and then now we are looking at how to be more active in the organic cotton, working in that area, or promoting urban gardening. And one other thing that's happened is many of the families who started coming regularly to our bazaars ended up being unschooling families, like homeschooling families, whatever you want to call it. So they started coming together more regularly and hosting different things. So there's an active community that kind of comes together at Restore and does various activities and various things at Restore. And deepening as well. So when we as a store, we make certain compromises because we have to sell, or because we have to survive, we have to sustain. But we keep our questions alive. Like, we keep questioning, okay, how can we do this better with fewer compromises? So these questions are always alive for us as a community. We keep coming together. We have processes for that. And we're a learning and constantly experimenting organization. Every week we try out a new experiment in the way we function, in a process that we want to put in place. So that is very exciting part of the organization, that it's all questions are always alive. And sometimes we may choose to put something on hold, but then not close any question. So it's a constantly questioning, learning, and experimenting, exploring space. We hold thematic unconferences. my time is up. Just the last one thing. So this is one of the things that's come out of the community that started looking at learning itself very differently. How can we learn? How can we try out new things? How could we integrate more things into our lives? So inspired by the Learning Society's Unconference experience, we've been holding unconferences in Chennai. We've had 2 so far, and Bala has also been a big part of it, where people walk in with a very old paradigm kind of thinking about what is knowledge, how learning happens, and who has the expertise for something, and have a completely different experience from what they came expecting. And what we try to do at Restore, in hindsight, as I was thinking today, is so people come into this really non-threatening, fun place and have a very different experience of whether they encounter non-certified products or how we sell or how we do certain things. And then something ticks in them, something they feel very right about. And then we help them articulate what it is really, and what they've really learned. So we really turn it the other way around. Instead of giving them the gyan and then asking them to go experience something, we try to offer a very different experience. And then when people really come and appreciate us for something, or telling us, oh, this was so nice, I don't know what about it, and then we engage with them.
They have such a loyal consumer base that today the same consumers come and do narebazi for Monsanto Quit India.
Certification and this rebuilding of trust, because right now the current economy makes its money on mistrust and fear. That's the whole model, that's the whole economic model, and that's why insurance companies and all that mint money hand over fist, because it's based on mistrust. So to bring trust back into the equation, I think that is the biggest lesson from Restore, that we bring trust back into it. And the second thing is rebuilding relationships, because what the market successfully has done is to break relationships, and you interact with the market, whether you're a producer or consumer, you interact as an individual who has no connection beyond your point of contact with the market. So to build a market which relationships build up at 2 ends of the market is again, I think, take away from this experience. Because in our vision, this is what how do we bring back trust and how do we bring back relationships?
అయితే ఇంకా వీళ్ళతో సర్టిఫికెట్ లేదు కానీ మాత సర్టిఫికెట్లు వీళ్ళు ఉన్నాయి, మళ్ళీ ఇది ఒకటి గుణం ఉండదన్నమాట నడమ ఈడియా రేడియా ఇది 2 పాల్గొన్నాయి అన్నమాట.
Chandrama is adding that we also have a similar shop. We also have an organization which has built its relationship with all the producers, and we also sell through our shops in Hyderabad, in Zairabad and other places. We do have certification, but in addition to certification, we have our video system and our radio station that we use at the production end. When we announce that it is sowing time, these video people come and start recording. Through that also you get to see what sort of production processes are going on. It's not as though someone can use chemicals and then call it as organic. So this is the additional thing that comes in. We have our own evidence to show how we are producing, and that was.
What is your shop called?
They call it Sangam Market. Okay, she also said, unfortunately in our area the big farmers have gone in for cotton, and that meant that we don't have enough food to run this business with. If they shift to food crops also, there's a greater scope for our business.
అలసిన చెమటల్లో